Alrighty, we are back. Back as in I just did a cast of another game, but don't worry, this is game one. WLDL 2026. We are casting the Lemur Legion versus NoLimitz. Which I believe is technically a week 6 matchup. I think. Because we just played NoLimitz. I think the Lemurs and NoLimitz not wasting any time, unless they were behind a week. I don't know. Someone needs to clarify that for me. Not 100% sure, but here we are. Game one. NoLimitz, the Lemurs, WLDL 2026. Let's see how this went down. Two teams we've been seeing a lot of.
Radiance ban.
Both teams having decent showings. Lemurs were taken off early. First few weeks, Lemurs are going untouched. But tasting a bit of defeat in the last couple of weeks. Lemurs,
Only 10 seconds.
I think they're kind of center of the rung now, along with NoLimitz as well. Right off the bat, we're going to have a Ogre Magi, banning out Sergeant Sarcasm's Ogre Magi. We just saw this hero up against the Buyback Street Boys, pulling out an amazing multicast Yules. If you didn't see it, check out the match. It was fascinating. They're also going to ban out the Underlord. Don't want to see that big, beefy AoE pumping aura building Underlord. They're going to ban out the Timbersaw from the Lemurs. Zaddy been playing a lot of Timbersaw, made a really good showing of it in the last game. Typically takes it mid. NoLimitz, known for picking their big tanky heroes. I'm not seeing a ban out on Undying yet. I'm wondering if the Lemurs are planning to pick up themselves or just letting it open for NoLimitz. I think NoLimitz like to take the Undying if they can get it. We're going to see Lich banned out. This is a popular position 5 hero we've been seeing in the tournament so far. Warlock as well. Ban out that hero. So hopefully we're going to see some interesting picks here. Common players or common heroes we see from these teams, NoLimitz has been known to pull out the Lone Druid. I think last year, I think they pulled it out once this year. I did not see that game. But last year, they had a bunch of Lone Druid games where they will just like knock down 2 towers in the 10 minutes. They're going to take up the Disruptor. So we just played NoLimitz. They pulled out a Death Prophet on us, which we did not have an answer to. They also did have a Disruptor. This is Vlad Ocean, Vlad on the Ocean, playing the Disruptor. I'm gonna pick Jakiro. I think that's gonna be a Sergeant Sarcasm Jakiro if he doesn't get his Ogre. Not 100% sure.
10 seconds.
They did end up banning the Undying. So are aware of that pick for them. Jamin doing his homework. NoLimitz gonna ban out Drow and Lion. Okay. Interesting. What other heroes do we commonly see? So Zaddy often plays the spirits. I think Storm Spirit and Ember Spirit.
5 seconds. Hurry, hurry.
Did also play a Lesh. No, that was Rip that played Leshrac last game. They're going to ban out Necro. Definitely Necro was a ban on our radar as well against NoLimitz. They've played it a few times on... say Slaymate, but that might not be true. They do switch up their roles. They had Slaymate initially in mid for us, and then Kid Magic took up the DP in the mid lane.
Radiant team pick. Radiant team and pickings.
Lemur's gonna take the Mars. All right. Without hesitation, NoLimitz gonna pick up Witch Doctor and Doom. Yes, Doom. Interesting. So this Doom came out in both the games that we played against NoLimitz. So I mean, they're leaning on this Doom quite heavily this week. I believe it is Slaymate.
10 seconds
No.
to pick.
Vector. No.
5 seconds remain.
Oh my gosh, I'm blanking. I apologize. I'm blanking on who was playing the Doom. Maybe they switched it up. It was in the mid lane in game 1, and then it went to the off lane. Definitely an interesting pick. No other team in this division has been taking Doom yet so far, so getting the Hoofed Lucifer.
Dire team pick.
I have to see how that Doom ultimate. All right, Lemur's gonna take Tusk. I like it. I like it. Something interesting. I mean, Mars interesting as well. Tusk even more interesting.
Only 10 seconds.
Kind of a brawly hero.
5 seconds.
Great at
Hurry,
initiating. Great at following up on an initiation. Bit of save in the hero's kit. Able to put out a lot of damage. Able to block out and create some interesting situations with ice shards. Both teams looking like they've picked both of their supports. I think Tusk is going to be a support with Mars. Position 3 or perhaps mid, but likely position 3. Doom, as I mentioned, may go mid, may go
Radiant
offlane.
team pick.
Lemurs are going to pick up Spectre. Right. Good choice to get onto that backline. Being able to get on top of Disruptor and Witch Doctor is good. You have to be a little bit careful about those two. They both have an interesting way of staying
10
alive.
seconds to pick.
Disruptor with its newfound, I mean, whatever that
5
passive that
seconds
he's got.
remain.
I forget what it's called now, where he pushes people away from himself. I've never actually taken the talent where you can choose to do that on allies. I've been itching to like, I mean, I'm a little bit too stuck on the 2 walls, the straight walls. If I can get off the 2 walls, I would try that other facet. Yeah, I think you're right, Dave. I think that's a Slaymate Doom. Slaymate has played a lot of Shadow Fiend in the past. It's his most played hero, but I like he's branching out to this Doom. I like to see it. I wouldn't say there's any specific Doom targets at the moment, but it is going to make Zaddy think twice about picking a spirit, maybe. I think the spirits are quite susceptible to Doom.
Radiance ban.
Limit's going to pick up Chaos Knight. Okay. Yeah, this is a hero that they've also been picking quite a bit of. We banned it on them. We just did not want to have to deal with the crazy burst damage that comes out of the illusions. Even a hero like Spectre is going to have to watch out for
Only
that.
10 seconds. Dire's ban.
Yeah, I like the Chaos Knight pick a lot. I think it gives them a lot of that early momentum, early burst damage. Gonna keep an eye on which facet they end up taking. Be nice to see a tier 5
Only
item
10
come out.
seconds.
The, what is it, 38?
5 seconds.
When do
Hurry,
tier 4s come out?
hurry.
I don't actually know. More
Radiance
bands
ban.
coming out. The Shadow Fiend band. Recognizing the Slaymate. Shadow Fiend. I'm gonna take out Viper as well. I've been seeing a lot of that hero.
Dire's ban.
NoLimitz gonna ban out Leshrac. I think Zaddy does play Leshrac. I think we banned Leshrac on them, I guess, as well. Definitely saw some good Leshracs in the tournament so far, so definitely a hero to watch for it. I wonder if
10
NoLimitz is
seconds
gonna
to
pull
pick.
out the DP again.
Radiant team are now picking.
They banned the DP. Good for you, Jamin. Good for you. Do not fight that DP. We just didn't have the burst for it. I don't know. It's just like it took off and we could not fight. I even deliberately tried to fight around the Exo and like got too big too fast. Too big to fail. We're gonna take a Lina. Very solid hero. Very stable laning stage. Provides great damage in the early game and into the late game as well. Lina is just a very solid pick. Lemurs are going to have to think about this. I mean, very strong lineup I'm seeing on NoLimitz side. They have a decent amount of frontline out of Doom and Chaos Knight. Disruptor and Witch Doctor, as I mentioned, they are squishy backliners, but they have a funny way of being survivable. And Lina just kind of brings it all together with a whole lot of damage from the back. Keep an eye on the type of build that Lina does. And seeing a mix of both right click and magic. The hero does tend to pull off both pretty well. So, I mean, even if you pivot, like you start off a bit of magic build, give yourself a lot of mana regen to be able to clear camps really quickly and give yourself a good amount of early damage, but then shifting into a right click build until later. Hero has a lot of options.
Ember Spirit. Well then, shall we pick
Daddy's gonna take the comfort pick of Ember Spirit. Not phased at all by the Doom. Wonder if he thought twice about it. Alrighty, hats. Right off the bat, Slaymate, Doom, very cool. I thought I had a cool Doom set. I rock the same head. I would say my wings are cooler than yours. But I mean, that arm is really cool. That's a very cool Doom skin. Amen. I mean, I've got a naked... I mean, you got the spear. Okay, you got one up on me. My Mars naked. I can't really criticize. Very nice Spectre from Divine Phoenix. Divine Rapiers on Levito. This is a tough one. This is looking quite even in terms of hats. I think Jamin and Big Dad Energy are kind of evened out here. Light better on the Sergeant Sarcasm. Vlad, I mean, Disruptor doesn't have great sets, I don't think. That one's pretty cool. EK sets all look the same. You know what? I'm going to call this a tie. Controversial, I know, but I'm going to say it's straight down the line. Mathematically, the hats draft is a tie. Alrighty. Game 1. Lemurs versus NoLimitz. I'm excited for this. Both of these teams, very good showing in the tournament so far. Both teams have had great successes in the past. See how this unfolds. Kid Magic, gonna be giving us the mid Lina. Vlad on the ocean. My key's not working. Recamera. Recamera. There we go. Are we good? We're good. I think we're good. On the ocean, giving us the Disruptor. No, my buttons are kind of weird. I'll deal with it. Hector K9 giving us the CK. We made on the Doom. Missing one. Big Dad Energy already going out there. Not wasting any time getting some vision out. Big Dad Energy gonna give us that big Witch Doctor energy. On the Dire side, we've got Levito on the Tusk. Going mid? No, sorry. I always mix up Zaddy and Levito. I don't know why. Not even like remotely the same names for some reason. These two blend in my brain. Sergeant Sarcasm on Jakiro, Divine Phoenix on the Spectre. Zaddy,
And so it begins.
Ember Spirit, Bayman on the Mars. They're gonna fight here. You're gonna get trapped into the stars. What the? Oh, is he gonna get away from that? No, not quite.
The match has begun.
See a bit of early counter synergy from God's Rebuke, and I think when you throw a spear, it's gonna throw them over top of the ice. I don't think the spear sticks into the ice shards, but it does into fissure. That is what I'm guessing. I might be wrong. Alright, CK position 1. Witch Doctor facing off against Mars. Argent Sarcasm on Jakiro. I mean, I think the matchup... Ooh, that's gonna be a lot of damage if you don't careful. That's a Maledict on you. Gonna finish him off, but he's gonna be low. One more hit. Has the stun. That's gonna be enough there to get the kill. Not respecting the Maledict early. I mean, Jakiro has every right to feel confident in that exchange, but he saw how much that Maledict laid out. Sad, a lot of health down already, but fighting back. Gonna be an interesting mid matchup. In the top lane, it's gonna be the Doom Disruptor versus the Spectre. And Levito now coming in with help. I think generally this is gonna be slightly in the favor of the Radiant. It's because Spectre does not necessarily have the strongest early laning stage. Us can do some interesting things. It's going to be circumstantial. Mid lane, I feel a little bit bad for Zaddy. Fighting into Alina feels sometimes a little bit like fighting into Sniper. It's just a little bit too easy for that hero. I mean, Zaddy is a well-seasoned Ember Spirit player. I'm trying not to Caster's Curse him right now, even though it's in the past and everything already happened. All this already happened, so I can't curse anybody. Ooh, nice rotation here. Gonna secure the kill, Levito. Eyes open. 2 minutes in the game, watching the mid lane. Good rotation. That's the kind of play you want to see. Good support. Making his way back up. Find Phoenix. Gonna have to get the best he can out of this. They're switching up their pause ones. Yeah, Jamin was pause 1. Good to see teams with players that can flex into other roles. Not just a weird flex bro, but also makes the game interesting. Gives us more variety of heroes. Good to see players challenging themselves. Getting out of their comforts. Ooh, look at this. 2 levels in Voodoo Restoration already. Big Dad energy. It's to be the healer. Or Kid Magic really rocking the last hits. Zaddy getting pummeled quite a bit. Not as many last hits, but I mean, it's a tough lane. Lina just has a funny way of winning the mid lane. Already has the Thunderclap on Slaymate. Making good use of that Devour. Mid now, Zaddy getting on top of Kid Magic, closing the distance, get the damage out. Did pick up an infused raindrop, definitely something that you want to see against Lina. Going in, committing here, this is going to be close. I missed a kill somewhere. Big Dad Energy ends up taking up Sergeant Sarcasm, likely with a Maledict. Gotta watch out for that Maledict, easy to underestimate. so far, Radiant team on top of the last hits and denies. Two. He does have a bottle. Rune up yet for a little bit. Just gonna have to chill and wait it out. Hid magic. Picks up a salve, healing up. Wants to apply a good amount of pressure here. But he's just gonna have to be cautious here. Have to wait for that 6-minute rune. It'd be tough to contest with that level of health. Let's have the raindrop, but pretty a lot of levels into Dragon Slave. I mean, this is, there we go. Level 6, able to heal up, bottle up, instantly come back, using the advantage of his hero. Back again, DD in the river. Zaddy's gonna contest it. Ends up getting the snatch. Takes up the double damage. Does he see? Does he see? On the ocean. Looks like 2 supports coming in to help this fight out. 2v2. Not quite going to be able to get the Remnant out close enough. Double stun there. Oof, out goes the ultimate, but going to be a kill. Zaddy then following up. Has the DD able to chop down Lena the Slayer. Good rotations by both teams' supports. Duke it out there. Goes in the favor of the Lemurs. Oh, but Slaymate on top of Divine Phoenix does not have his support there to help him out. That's gonna be a nice pickup. Bottom lane now. Nope, that was mid. Looks like the duo was able to pick up the other support there before Lena's able to TP back. Bottom lane. Eamon is maledicted. Gonna be able to walk away from that though. Did I miss another kill? Got a Hand of Midas on Doom to see the greedy devil doing greedy things. I'm sad that they took out the asset where you can just sell the devil's bargain. Some really fun games with that. Here we go. Snowball in onto Slaymate. Gonna secure this kill potentially in the ice. Puts the Doom down. That's gonna be enough to take down Spectre, I think. Good exchange there. Gonna be in the favor of Lemurs since XP goes to the living. Sergeant Sarcasm, maledicted once again. Tick damage is gonna be enough. I mean, it's a good synergy. Maledict versus CK's Chaos Strike. 3 levels in it already. Yeah. I mean, that's gonna be a lot of damage coming out. So we see the Earnest Shadows. Everyone's doing this these days. Earnest Shadows, Member Spirit. This is the popular build. I'm gonna try it out myself. Spear that old man. Big Dad Energy. I don't know if Big Dad Energy is old. I was talking about Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor is an old man. I don't know how old Big Dad Energy is. Old enough to have Big Dad Energy. Minutes coming up. I didn't see what happened with the XPs. Playmate and Jamin. Looks like 1 for each team. Drama's there. Lane. There is going to be going on to Slaymate. Doom getting caught up by 3 heroes. Nice, easy. Rio picking up that kill. Bad. Picking up some XP in the mid lane. Keeping it warm. Making sure Zaddy is not getting free last hits. Looks like they're going to pressure this, but the Lemurs coming in from the top here with 2 supports. Getting the vision out. I don't think they see that. I don't think they see that ward there.
Money to burn.
NoLimitz has vision on them. Don't Nope, stun going out. On to Jamin. Out goes the Maledict. There's the crits, but he's got a lot of health. Has the armor. Phase boots completed, so armor working well for him there. DeVito gonna get some vision out himself. Not sure if they see him here or not. There's a hot button to see each side's vision very quickly, but I do not know it. Probably didn't see it. Look at this. Look at this exchanging of wards. Everyone, put wards down. Vito's gonna have to run out, but gets glimpsed back. No, he doesn't get glimpsed back because he's in a snowball. Pulling back the Witch Doctor, and he goes down. Nice move by Levito. Cheeky. Levito's got some cheeky moves.
Dire's top tower is under siege.
Looking towards Armlet of Mordigian.
Radiant's tower is taking damage.
Good item on
Dire's top
CK.
tower is being attacked.
I always buy that item on the hero, but I always forget to turn it on before I use my ult. Classic mistake. Alright, Levito wandering in onto Kid Magic here.
Dire's
Kid
top
Magic.
tower is being attacked.
I mean, those are your stacks, buddy. You're just gonna let them walk into your triangle like that? Wait, do I have my sides? No, I'm mistaken. Am I mistaken? No. Who's on whose side? Well, they definitely see the stacks. They want to contest this. Lemurs just moving in here. They see the stacks. They want to take them over.
Dire's top tower is under
Going in onto Vlad on the ocean. This is going to be a big pickup. Manages to get the ult down before he goes down. Doom coming in now, though. CK ult also down now. In play. Need a stun going out onto Zaddy. Able to remnant out of there, but gets doomed. This is the scary thing I was worried about. Ember Spirit getting doomed, and you're kind of just stuck. This is your counter right there. They're coming in with the ultimate. Gonna follow up here to apply the pressure into the mid lane. And Sarcasm gets pulled in and taken down. Damon coming in TP now with the arena. But NoLimitz.
Dire's middle tower.
Gonna apply that first tower pressure down 12 minutes. This team is known for their early game pressure. When I'm up against these guys, I know they're gonna take towers down quickly. Kinda have to play around that sort of tempo. Kid Magic is gonna be able to pick up these stacks that were getting threatened. Mind Phoenix going in onto Slaymate, has backup with Tusk. Ice Shards go out. No Ice Shards yet. Lina coming in with the stun. It's going to be able to kill Divine Phoenix. Glimpse back onto Levito. Stun there and Maledicted. That's 2 dead. Picked up the Doom, but gonna lose 2 in the process. Meanwhile, Zaddy and Sergeant Sarcasm gonna apply some pressure to this bottom tower.
Radiant's middle tower is being attacked.
For our itemization. Alright, let's look at net worth. Coming out of laning stage. Doom on top of it. I mean, this is what the Midas and Devour is gonna get you. A lot of gold. Did pick up Zaddy with the Doom as well, so that was a good amount of gold. And overall, Radiant Tames sitting on top comfortably of the net worth. 4K lead.
Dire's top tower has
Top tower gets taken down as well to add to that net worth. Bills wise, it's 9-9 though. Both teams been fisticuffing. Looks like they're grouped up. They see Hector here. Going in onto him. Done and trapped, but he's gonna pull out. Does have a lot of damage, but Macropyre is gonna go down. Applying the damage. Illusions are dead, and eventually he is gonna be taken down. Able to take down Jakiro before he goes down, though. Too bad. Rest of NoLimitz gonna take out these stacks. See how much effort it took down to take CK down? This is what having a CK as your pause 1 gets you a good amount of health. Not an easy pause 1 to take down this early. Looks like NoLimitz gonna smoke up. They wanna find somebody here. Divine Phoenix is there. They do ping him out. Do catch him. Goes the ults. When he goes. Dead energy. Getting the wards up right away. We like to see. And sarcasm, gonna deward. Ooh, Maledict does not connect, and that's gonna be a wasted ult.
On it.
Good try, good try, good pickup. Vector pickup was good. Does have the Phylactery ready, working towards Sacred Relic or the Radiance. Mid lane here, Zaddy's super low, but has backup of Levito. Lena stun did not quite connect there, I don't think. Where's the Lena stun there? Sorry, that was the Dragon Slave. Be low, but still going in, wants to catch more. Pyre going out. Down goes the Disruptor. Big Dead Energy also going down. Lemurs just moving in here on the mid lane, picking up 4 kills.
Radiant's middle tower is being attacked.
Zaddy fearless. Has the Spirit Vessel taken?
Damage.
I mean, I see the appeal. Plus 10 attributes? I thought it was less than that. And attributes on an item's great. Mana regen? Great.
Tower is being attacked.
I mean, this kind of has to feel like the Phylactery a little bit, right?
Radiant.
Nice early game item to give you some stats, give you a nice little perk, give you some regen.
Tower is being attacked.
I get it. I get it. Double Blink Dagger on Slaymate. We have the catch onto Kid Magic. Almost able to walk out here. His Boots of Travel. Zaddy not able to connect there. It goes out. Meanwhile, the fight top here is still happening. Able to take down you there, Zaddy. You're in some trouble here. Maledicted. Does manage to take down Witch Doctor before going down, but it was an initiation onto Kid Magic, but was able to slip out of there. That's 3 down on the side of the Lemurs. Very good exchange for NoLimitz there. It's a travel Kaya. 2 solid items for Lini at this stage in the game as magic regen to be able to take towers quickly. Not towers. Camps quickly. Missing stuff. Vito able to take down Vlad in the mid. Maybe stayed a little bit too long. Yeah, Boots of Travels, able to go around the map. When you have this level of like damage output, when you have this kind of presence, Boots of Travels pays off dividends because you can apply that level of Super Saiyan power wherever you want on the map. After getting gone on again here in the bottom. 3 heroes. Oh, the dodge of the spear. Beautiful. I mean, you get taken down, but graceful dodge of that spear looked really cool. And then NoLimitz need to get up a little bit more vision into this this jungle here. Protect their position 1's farm. DK's not the kind of hero that wants to be behind. DK's the hero that wants to be ahead. Like, farming's not super fast on the hero, and the hero doesn't scale super great compared to some other position 1s. Even though they're on top of the network lead, I'm getting a little bit worried for the late game if they don't keep up the momentum for NoLimitz. I mean, that said, Spectre seems to have been on the bottom of the core net worth. Well, Zaddy gets caught here in the smoke, and there's the static storm to keep him in place. He's gonna go down. I mean, keep in mind, this was a last pick Ember Spirit. He saw the Doom and he saw the Disruptor. Two very smart picks on the side of NoLimitz to anticipate a spirit hero coming out. Zaddy opted for it anyway, but might get punished for it. Urgent Sarcasm, getting jumped on by the Blink Doom. Bill has the Doom as well. Seeing the power of this Doom in this mid-game right now. Doesn't need a whole lot of items and has presence. Work it out on Hector. Turn that into a Bloodthorn, and that's some serious burst damage. And Phoenix working on some stacks of his own. Working towards a Sacred Relic for the Radiance. Didn't work pretty well against CK to have some evasion. But Lemurs are slowly starting to lose the map. Hector is running out of time. Vito, it's gone on. He goes in, careful with the Doom. It is. Down you go. I mean, Ember Spirit doesn't want to be anywhere near this hero. Without a Lincoln Sphere, very, very risky to jump in on next to him. Very hard game for Ember Spirit.
Are fortified.
Magic doing some damage. Has a Yule's Scepter now. Be good for survivability. A bit more mana regen. Hero loves to have it. Do a quick smoke out here. Interesting. Comes the TPs. There's a Mars ultimate. Down goes the disruption. Witch Doctor Owl gonna do a lot of damage here in the arena. Damon and other heroes going down. 3 on the side of Lemurs going down. I mean, looks like NoLimitz had the ready there onto the tower, ready to fight, and they certainly showed it. You just don't yet have the items on Spectre to be able to fight yet, and I mean, NoLimitz is a tempo team. They want to fight, and they want to fight fast. The Spectre pick might be a bit of a punish for Lemur Legion. Having a bit of a dodge. Ports fighting it out. Bit of an exchange there, nothing serious. What do we got for items? Working towards what's Zaddy buying? EKB, smart choice. Gonna help against the Static Storm. You're not gonna help against Doom though. I mean, that's just tough, right? Having 2 spells that counter you, but they're not the same style. Like a Lincoln Sphere isn't gonna help you against Static Storm. Equally so, a BKB is not gonna help you against Doom. Kind of a rough go.
Money to burn.
Definitely going to keep that duo in mind when drafting into teams that like their spirits. They did ban the Underlord. Underlord also a good hero against spirits. All the pits. All the pits. NoLimitz. Gonna casually chip on this last tier 1 on the side of the Dire. No contest. Understandably, the Lemurs just kind of want to build up their net worth. They need just a little bit more for their team comp to come together. This Radiance needs to come online. It's coming online. Oh, Sergeant Sarcasm getting gone on by Hector. Nice, quick, easy pickup there.
Dire's bottom tower is being attacked.
They're going to be able to get that. Shrine. Shrine?
Dire's bottom
This
tower
thing's still called
under
shrines?
fire.
Outpost. What's a shrine? Do
Dire's
shrines still
bottom tower is
exist?
in pieces.
I guess these things are kind of like shrines now. Kind of, sort of. You remember those things? You remember those weird shrine things where you bring your team all around them and then press it, and then your team gets healed? And you'd have these big, crazy team fights around them, and nobody would anticipate the big, giant heal the thing does? How did the heal work anyway? Did it only work on the team that side of it that it was on? I don't remember. You couldn't TP to it. Crazy days. Crazy Dota
Dire's
days.
middle tower taking damage.
Right. Lemurs? Doing some dewarding. Getting some ground back. No limits. Let off on the gas a little
Dire's
bit,
middle
but
tower is being attacked.
still on the side of the map they want to be on. Just slowly taking the map away. Vector does have the Radiance working towards Manta style. Vector equals Manta. Along with AM. Two heroes that if you don't have a Manta style, you're missing something. Vito gets pulled back by Hector. Orchid. Silence. It's going to be enough. This is how the CK comes out. Able to solo kill even tanky heroes like
Dire's
Tusk.
middle tower is being attacked.
Now he's just going to wail on this tier 2. Lemurs don't really have much of a defense here at the moment. I think high ground is going to be their defense.
Dire's middle tower
They've
is
been
now
working on the BKB, going to try to survive a little bit longer in these arenas. No limits, going to start to pluck
Dire's
away
middle tower is being attacked.
that high ground tower. And he almost has the BKB. Needs that BKB. I mean, you see that the Lemur lineup is on the back foot,
Radiant's bottom tower
just with the kind of counters that No Limits has on their team. Good magic, free to kind of just stand there.
Radiant's bottom tower is being attacked.
Don't really want to initiate yet. They are in position. See how this high ground attempt goes.
Radiant's bottom tower under fire.
Gonna have to watch the Doom. You have the Macropyre. I mean, ideally you want to try to catch as many of No Limits in a Macropyre in an arena, but right away it goes down. Lena ult. Hector going in, has the silence. Want to save him, put him into the snowball, but not able to. Marzal goes out, but there's not much follow-up to go already. Lemurs, Spectre goes in, but getting wailed on by CK, gonna be able to get a double kill. Meanwhile, in the back here, they're gonna be able to kill Jamin. And that's the last of the Lemurs down as well, a clean high ground. They're gonna be able to get racks off of that. Unfortunate, unfortunate. There's the Macropyre that they needed at the start of the defense there. I mean, that just went the way of No Limits, exactly how they wanted. They got the quick kill on the sport. With Macropyre down, I mean, the arena is just going to be half of as effective. And silence on the CK onto the Ember Spirit was enough to take him down, and did not have the BKB yet.
Dire's bottom tower is being attacked.
Attacking racks now, they're working on it. Lemurs attempting a defense here. They jump onto there, down goes Chikiro. Jamin going down as well to the Laguna Blade. Jamin fighting for his life against the Slaymate here. He's back up. Down goes the ult. But ultimately, Ember Spirit going down as well, and they're able to pick up that second rack.
Radiant's bottom tower is being attacked.
Oof. Blink out.
Dire's top tower
Jakiro
is
back
being
up. It's going to be 3 heroes to try and defend this last rack. Limits.
Dire's top
Push the
tower
lemurs
is
to their limit.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
I mean, this CK is working well for him.
Dire's top barracks has fallen. The Radiant now have mega creeps.
It's mega creeps now. It's going to be really hard to come back from this at this point. They're going to fight it out, though. Down goes a Spectre. Jamin able to get 2 into the Mars Arena. Vlad getting low. Witch Doctor all going out, but able to take down Ember Spirit. Jamin now just running for his life. Get the spear back. A couple heroes low. Ocean going down. Slaymate also going down. Now they're going to punish Levito. Fire against ice. He goes down. The back's coming out. Out goes Lena, Alto and Zaddy trying to run out. Dodging around. Oh, but gets taken down by Kid Magic. After continuing his assault.
Dire's middle tower is being attacked.
When did the Conda come out on the Lena? I did not see that. I'll check that after. GG is called by Jamin. Lemurs are going to go in the tower. Understandably so. No limits. Showing just how much of a powerful team, how they can just build up momentum and not let up. Very nice game 1. I mean, hats off to the draft, first of all. The Ember Spirit was thoroughly countered. I think Zaddy had a really hard game to play into. NoLimitz been rocking this CK, and you can see why. The hero doesn't need a whole lot to become a very, very threatening hero. It's like he comes online as a position 1 just like 5-10 minutes sooner than most other carries. Vector completely opposite, especially with the choice to go Radiance. This hero is significantly delayed. I mean, had an okay laning stage. Like, timing on the Radiance, a bit slow. But I mean, you saw how much of the map that NoLimitz was able to take out from the Lemurs. Very hard match to come up against. I want to see some adjustments to Lemurs draft. I think they really need to anticipate the momentum that NoLimitz always likes to bring. I think the Lena pick was really good for them. Even though CK not quite online yet, Kid Magic was able to put out a lot of pressure early with the Boots of Travel, with the Lena. Board's doing a great job using their ults exactly like they need to. Overall, victory for NoLimitz. That was game 1. Okay. Quick break. 5 minutes, not even. Just gonna go get a cookie. We're gonna go back with game 2 here. Be right back. Alrighty. And we're back. Game 2. No Limits, Lemur Legion. No Limits took game 1. Let's see how the Lemurs are going to adjust their draft.
5 seconds. Hurry, hurry. Radiance ban.
How do you fight against a high-tempo team?
Radiance ban.
You need heroes that can defend towers well. Heroes like Jakiro that can clear waves.
10
Big sort of
seconds to
AoE creep clears. Mobile global
pick. 5
heroes
seconds remain.
that can kind of respond anywhere on the map.
Dyer's ban.
And applying some of your own pressure as well. You don't want to have to rely on a late game Spectre.
Only 10 seconds.
Late
5
game
seconds.
PA.
Hurry, hurry.
You want to position one that can potentially fight early.
Dyer's ban.
That's the challenge. Lemur's gonna pull out the Doom. They know none of that
Dyer's
Doom.
ban.
Lich Disruptor getting banned out.
Team pick.
Ogre Magi, Faceless Void, AM, and Timbersaw. Good ban so far. Gonna see what these first picks are.
10 seconds to pick. Dyer team are now picking.
Okay. Underlord. This is what I'm talking about. Underlord can respond globally. Clear creep waves like nobody's business. This is what I like to see.
10 seconds Radiance to pick. Ban.
The undying waits.
No Limits, picking up the Undying. Looks like the Undying got through. I believe this is Big Dad energy on the Undying.
Only 10
We're going to keep an eye on how these tombstones are going to affect the fight.
5 seconds remain.
Back to banning. Is No Limits going to pick out the Lone Druid. Lemur's banning out CK. I think that's a very respectable ban. Don't want to have to deal with that hero. Underlord, pretty good counter to CK.
10 seconds.
And his Firestorm is health based.
5 seconds.
Damage.
Hurry, hurry.
Able to kind of take out CK's illusions, and without illusions, CK is kind of a pussycat. But I mean, choosing to not have to play against it, perfectly understandable. Lemurs are going to have to think about this tombstone.
Dyer's
They're going to be the heroes that are going to take out the tombstone. Lemurs banning out a Slark. I mean, Underlord doesn't want to play into a Slark. Slark makes it a very challenging lane for Underlord.
Only 10 seconds. 5 seconds remain.
One more ban on the side of No Limits.
Dyer's turn to make
You're gonna take
all
out the
right
Jug.
choices.
Makes sense. Jug is one of those heroes that can fight early. Going up with the Omni Slash, even in the early game, can be very effective. Fails well into the late game as well. So
Radiant team are now picking.
No Limit's going to pick up Warlock. Very solid support. Secures the team fighting. And honestly, scales well too. Pressure ags on this hero, and your late game is,
10 seconds to
I
pick.
want to say secure, but you don't often see supports
5
carrying that kind
seconds.
of
Hurry,
power
hurry.
into the late game. Certainly getting a Fatal Bonds onto Underlord, where he reduces damage, but there's more damage to go around. Let's see what the Lemurs are going to pull out here. What do I want to see?
Radiant team pick.
Abaddon. All right.
Dire team pick.
Right away with the Snapfire. There we go. All right, Snapfire, the Tombstone Assassin. Nice counter pick there. Abaddon. Nice strengthy, beefy hero. Probably going to be a support.
Only 10
I mean, maybe they're
seconds.
doing a position 1 Abaddon, but
5
I have a
seconds.
feeling it's a
Hurry,
support.
hurry.
And a good one at that. Abaddon cannot sniff at this hero's ability to play the support role. Not a conventional support, but definitely effective. No limits. It's going to be their pause 3. I think we're seeing both of their supports. I don't think we're seeing anything unpredictable here yet. They're going to have to rethink what their position 1. I think they would take the CK. Honestly, I think they would take the CK if they was open to them. So they're going to have to rethink their position 1. They might run Ursa. They might run Ursa. They still have Lone Druid. Does Lone Druid good into these guys? Not sure. I mean, Underlord, pretty decent against Lone Druid, I think.
Dire team are now picking.
And it's going to take Wraith King. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it works. Wraith King be Wraith King. Doing Wraith King stuff.
10 seconds.
I mean, it's a good, safe hero to pick. Wraith King becomes a
5
very,
seconds
like, centerpiece of your team fight. Hero that can kind of stand there, die, and then continue fighting. Not many heroes can do that. Kind of an answer to Abaddon as well, who does this kind of same thing, but yeah, I mean, you kind of want to bring some tankiness to their lineup. Right now, what the Lemurs has, I mean, none of those 3 heroes on the top are going to go down easy.
Radiant team are now picking.
You're going to want to have some good fight. They are going to take the Ursa. I knew it. I mean, it's kind of has the flavor of NoLimitz. Quick early tempo, high damage, able to apply pressure
Only
quite
10
early.
seconds.
I think it's a good answer. I'm going to give Underlord a
5
bit of a tricky
seconds.
time in the
Hurry,
lane as
hurry.
well. Makes it interesting. It's going to be a Wraith King 3. Unless they take it mid, which is kind of a little bit silly, but I've seen it.
Radiant's ban.
We're just going to take a Weaver. All right. Honestly, I like it. It's very like so far both teams have kind of put heroes that are kind of in the same wheelhouse. High health, gonna just slug it out. But Weaver is gonna be this
10
little
seconds to
tiny little
pick.
bug, flipping in and out of the
Dire
fights,
ban.
and able to apply suddenly a lot of damage somewhere. Nothing really on the side of NoLimitz that can catch him out too well. I mean, Wraith King can do a lot of burst damage with his Mortal Strike, but I mean, so far this is looking like a good Weaver game. Going to be able to time lapse out of some bad situations. Lemurs are going to ban the DP and the Lina, taking away some comfort mid heroes. No
Only 10
Limits, going to likely
seconds.
be picking their mid here. They banned out Viper.
5 seconds remain.
Viper pretty good to kite Ursa.
Radiant team pick.
Gonna ban Ember Spirit. I think it's fair. You want to protect your Warlock. If Ember Spirit's able to get on top of Warlock and take him down before able to ult, they're locked down. I think NoLimitz have kind of an issue with lockdown right now.
10
What they have right
seconds
now
to
is the
pick.
Rock and Wraith King stun, so I'm a little bit
5
worried for them
seconds.
at the
Hurry,
moment
hurry.
in that regard. Lemurs looking much better with the pit. That fire stun has a little bit more control. Dip into some reserve time. Think this through. In terms of mid heroes, I think the lemurs need something that can kite Ursa pretty well. I think they're lacking a bit of like reliable damage at the moment.
Dire team pick.
We're gonna pick a Quap. Good. I like it. Exactly what I was thinking. You want something that's mobile and able to put out damage. That's Queen of Pain. Able to kind of blink in and out. They don't really have a lot of lockdown for her at the moment. And they did just need a little bit more of a damage add.
Seconds.
And Quap fits the bill quite well for that.
5
No
seconds
limits.
remain.
I think you need a little bit more control. You need something that is going to be able to make Weaver and Queen's game a little bit more difficult. Shadow Fiend is in the game. I wonder if Slaymate is just going to go for a comfort pick here. Does have a few. Slaymate has a lot of games, by the way. I'm going to take OD. Honestly, you want like a very like strong, stable mid-hero. OD. Lots of damage. Going to be able to provide a little bit of saves. Big nuke damage out of the all two that Weaver and Queen of Pain are going to have to watch out for. I think overall a really good pick for them. Hats. Okay, we got some good pieces here. I like the Fonzie jacket on Undying. I mean, the Warlock looks really cool. With the cool Warlock set with the lamp. Slaymate's Wraith King, like the color change on that hero, really cool. Hector decked out with the tiny little cub bear on top. Oh my god, this is hard to call. Did I say tie for the first one? I mean, OD is kind of holding them back, but I mean, OD is one of those heroes that just does not have great skins. There's not a lot of variation in OD's skins, so can't really fault Kid Magic for that one. Levito's Blue Frog. I think I'm gonna have to give it to the Lemurs. They're just a little bit more tipped. No, wait, hold on. I mean, the Abaddon is really cool. I really like that Abaddon set. That's like really putting them ahead. The Underlord's kind of holding them back a little bit. It does have like two of those Arcana pieces, but I mean, the rest of them looks naked. You know what? I'm gonna give it to the Lemurs just because of that Abaddon. Got him to the finish line. All right, here we are, game 2.
The stage is set.
Lemur
Everyone
Legion. Zaddy on the Queen of Pain. Divine Phoenix, Underlord. We've got Levito playing us some Snapfire, Sergeant Sarcasm with the badass Abaddon. Jean Gaiac. Is this a lineup change? This is a lineup change, isn't it? We got a switch out. Jamin's not playing. Oh, bit of action already. Kid Magic. Just gonna do a little bit of Astral there. Kid Magic on the OD. Playmate on the Wraith King. Big Dad Energy giving us that famous Undying. On the Ocean, Vlad. Giving us some Warlock. Last but not least, A9 Hector on the Ursa Warrior. These two teams are going to duke it out. Goes Big Dan Energy to get that tombstone on the high ground there. Going to take the focus of two heroes there. Meanwhile, we're just going to fight it out a little bit. A few right clicks here, a few right clicks there. Big Dad Energy going to get punished for that deep walk-in. Goes down.
First blood.
I mean, I see the thinking there. You want to get that tombstone nice and high up, but fortunately had to walk a little bit too deep for it. Gonna be first blood for the side of the Lemurs. OD. Before I was talking about OD, I was talking about... What was I talking about? I'm blanking here. Slaymate. Slaymate? I was talking about Slaymate. Slaymate's game count. This is something I watch for. I have a lot of games. I watch for other players who also have a lot of games. If I'm not mistaken, Slaymate had a lot of games. Magic versus Quap. I mean, OD just kind of wins lanes. Ability to just astral out the opponent and be able to pick up denies kind of at will. Very strong mechanic for the hero. Quap, no slouch of a mid hero either, though. Gonna be Ursa Warrior and Vlad Warlock. It's a very stable lane. Even a hero like Undying Underlord, I think, is gonna have a bit of issue, but he is backed up by Abaddon, who does provide a lot of lane stability as well. This is 3 heroes in the top, though, right? Big Dad Energy still up here. Playmate just chilling. Pause 3 Wraith King. Not a firm believer in Pause 3 Wraith King. I think it's a little bit greedy. I think it puts the team in a position where their position 3 isn't able to apply as much pressure into the post laning stage, but certainly not an unusual pick. Oh, Divine Phoenix Underlord getting a lot of damage taken down. Big Dad Energy still applying a tri lane on the top here, wanting to secure a good lane for the Ursa. He's gonna go bottom now. Just letting Wraith King get a little bit of that extra XP for a bit. OD, doing OD things. So far, quite neck and neck in terms of last hits. That he does have the blink to be able to be safe when needed. Good amount of regen out on these heroes. To see it. Big Dad Energy going for boots first. Interesting. Snapfire also a set of early boots. Oh, there is a kill. Mid lane. Looks like Kid Magic was able to kill Quap. Not see how, but probably guess. Just a lot of damage that comes out. Wraith King looks to be dead here. Taken out by Jean and Levito. There was probably a set of... Nope, no swarm yet. It was just a straight Shikuchi. With a cookie there as well. 2-1 so far. They wanting to bring it back here. Did go the bondage. Is leveling Shadow Strike. Ursa. Ooh, that's a lot of damage gonna come out. Slowing him down. Does have the shield, but that's a lot of stacks. Oh, the unfortunate turn. We've been there. We've been there. Sometimes you're pathing. Sometimes the wrong click in the wrong place is enough to get you killed. Inkai taking a lot of damage to that Mortal Strike. The one thing that Weaver needs to be wary of is a sudden burst of damage. Yeah, I mean, I like the draft on the Lemurs, but I think Quap and Weaver need to be careful about the kind of burst that NoLimitz has. OD, able to apply a lot of damage out onto Zaddy. Does have a bottle, does have a blink. Big Dad energy still hanging out in the top here. Tombstones might come out here. Boots on Divine Phoenix. Did step out forward a little bit there. Out goes the spells. But I mean, that's just going to be too risky to go under tower there. Lots of health. I mean, he has the Atrophy Aura. Level 2 Apodic Shield. It's going to be tricky to take down any hero in this offlane. Bit of a pull here. Wraith King having to do the solo sad pause 3. Just get the XP that you can. Gloves of Haste. What if he's going to go for a Midas first? And Phoenix taking those Fury swipes. Looks like NoLimitz is just going to tri-lane this. For the most part. With magic, going to be able to secure the first non-bounty. You're going to have to walk it back. Feeling a bit outweight classed into the face of OD. Honestly, most heroes do. OD kind of a powerhouse for the mid lane. Unless you pick something like Sniper. It's not a good pick, but it doesn't have to get its hands dirty. Queen of Pain, kind of got to get her hands a little bit dirty here. It's going to be a Midas. No, maybe just boots. How would I play Wraith King 3? Honestly... Ooh, okay, XP, gonna be contested here. Out goes the bugs. Slaymate in some trouble, gonna have to give it up. Have to give up his life, too. I mean, this is the solo pause 3's reality, really. You kind of just get bullied. Magic, able to assert himself 2 levels ahead of Zaddy. Also bullying. In return. I mean, it's a tough call. Like, oh, Big Dad energy back here. I mean, this Weaver has pretty much had a free lane. 52 last hits already. It's only 8 minutes into the game. Looking like a very good laning stage for this Weaver at the moment. Magic. Oh no. Oh no. Really, really, really wanted that rune. Who hurt Demise? And Phoenix just putting down some Firestorm to get some last hits here. I mean, tough lane for both pause 3s. Weaver. They don't have a lot of lockdown for him. Does have the time lapse. And yeah, you give him damage, but it doesn't mean anything. Here goes the Tombstone. Goes the Sentry Ward as well. Good play to try and get him. Jean has a good sense of safety.
Middle tower is being attacked.
They're gonna make their way up to the top here. Level 6 on Quap. Lane, Ursa, looking. Does have the greater healing loaded. Greater. Wait, what? How did you get 3 already? I guess that's 3 now. Just hung on to all 3 of them? That's some good discipline. I mean, that might pay off. That's 400 health at this stage in the game is massive. Might need to use it here. You know what? That's probably going to save him.
Yes.
Wait, you didn't use it. Never mind, that was just the stick. I mean, that's going to be a surprise, right? No one's gonna expect this Ursa just gonna suddenly heal the hole. Getting some heals down already. Jean coming in to pick up a kill on the support. Get him in a tough spot here though. Does still have the time lapse if needed. Oof. Sneaking away. Careful. Uses it. Not gonna be enough though. Did not manage to get the Weaver, and Hector does still go down. Good magic now. Getting ulted on. He's gonna get taken down. I mean, it's delayed. Ooh, gets the ultimate off, almost taking down Levito. Let's set up a kill here for Slaymate. If he can get the stun off, he must just be out of range. Quite a kill there yet. So got some TPs coming in. Stun onto Divine Phoenix. Out goes the Skeletons and the Bear. Pit to keep them safe a little bit, but I'm not sure that's going to be enough. They are able to kind of run him down. One more hit will be it. Zaddy's just got to blink out. Jean coming in for this. This is what I'm talking about, the early rotation. This is what the Lemurs needed last game, was a position 1 that can kind of show up early. Put NoLimitz a little bit in their place. Been playing well so far in that regard. We got for some items coming out. Phase Boots on Undying, interesting. Phoenix. Like he's going to be going a Rod of Atos, very liked item by the Underlord. Slaymate's going to go. I do not want to see a Radiance. Okay. Slaymate, I do not want to see a Radiance on this Wraith King. Too late for that. Hector. In some trouble. Does have the ultimate. Just going to have to walk it away. Slaymate walks himself in to try and take some attention away. Does have the ultimate. Jean is unaffected. Go eye on the prize. Picks up the kill on the Ursa and time lapse out. Very well played. They may going mid now.
Dire's top tower is under siege.
Looks like Lemur Legion gonna be able to pick up the first tower on the top there. 13 minutes. Mid. Eddie has a low tower himself. Good magic, might be able to apply enough pressure here to take that down. Do have the help of his teammates. Let's get the deny off. Well played. Jean, taking a look at this Slaymate, does still have the ultimate on Wraith King. Like some TPs are coming in, along with the ultimate here. Who's on whose team? Divine Phoenix coming to back up and apply pressure to this tower. Wraith King in some trouble. First health life is down. Hits. No rock yet on Warlock. It's just a sliver away from that XP. Does have it now, but has it leveled? Abaddon goes down on the side of the Lemurs. Be careful, this level 6 rock. Big power spike for NoLimitz. Wraith King only went down once. And for Desolator on Weaver. I don't know what Wraith King's buying. Playmate, don't do this to me. You're only gonna make me more affirmed that Wraith King 3 is not it. Radiance, it's too greedy. It's too greedy. Okay, Zaddy jumping in. Gets stunned out. Has to be careful here. Ooh, quick kill on Zaddy. And they're gonna be able to pick up Snapfire there as well. Maybe caught a bit unawares of how many heroes there were there.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
And Phoenix does have the Rod of Atos completed. That's going to help keep Ursa in place. Secure kills.
I claim this rise for the
But I mean, NoLimitz applying that pressure that they're able. Vito TPing in to try and wait off this push here. Ready, moving in here, trying to find somebody. There's a kill up here on top on Abaddon. Just to take him down. Ultimate used? Question mark? No, that seems like too long ago. I mean, he's got the Witchblade now. That's a lot of damage out of Kid Magic. Like, OD is one of these heroes that just, like, does not need a whole lot to just be a powerhouse. So, walking in, catches the Zaddy. There's the cookie to save him, and Blink goes out before. Oh, wait, that was the other team's. No threat of getting caught there by the pit. Sometimes you don't know what spells on what team
and sweet.
happens. I was just thinking, what if there's a team full of Rubiks and they're all trying to steal spells off each other? Do they just steal spell steal? Anyway, down goes Wraith King. They're gonna trap him here for the second kill. They're gonna take him down quite easily. He goes out onto Weaver. Is this gonna be enough for Kid Magic to do damage here? Does have the time lapse, but I mean that's a big health pool to go through on the OD.
Radiant's top tower is being
Looks like Zaddy catches two heroes of the sports on the top there. Caught unaware. Is Kid Magic gonna try prolong Warlock's life a little bit, but down he goes. While the other two are able to get away. Up. Led.
Radiant's top tower is under siege. That it's dead.
Do that. Doing it on purpose. He knows I'm streaming. Rolling me. Alright. Blood Fury done on Ursa Warrior. I'm a little worried for them, and they've gone a little bit greedy here. I mean, Kid Magic doing really well to apply a lot of pressure into this mid game, but Ursa, Wraith King went Blink first. Okay, you know what? Good. Good. Like that.
Dire's bottom tower is in pieces.
Oh yes. Whoops. Hi. That was not intentional. Nah, it's okay. Be fun. Thanks for tuning in. Playmate, I'm glad you went Blink Dagger. It's good. It's a good pause 3 item to help your team in the mid game. Radiance would come at like 25 to 30 minutes. No. Force Staff on OD, gonna feel really good. There's not a lot of cores that feel great with the Force Staff, but OD is definitely one of them that does.
Dire's middle tower taking damage. Dire's middle tower is now but a memory.
Escalator completed on the Weaver. Careful, there's a few more here than you think, Kid Magic. But look at that damage though, he's able to put out. Out comes his team's Rock, come help him out. Taking a lot of damage, you have to back it up a little bit here. He goes down. Playmate doing a lot of damage. With the right clicks. Out goes a whole lot of ultimates. Wraith King gonna go down, but get some hits out. Quick heal there to save Libido. Gene Kayak still alive as well. I mean, that was kind of a blur for me, honestly. But 4 down on the side of NoLimitz. They're now in trouble as well. Little Blink Dagger. Bean, don't want to go too deep. Does not have time lapse to commit. Have to work it back a little bit. Lemurs really punching it to them. I mean, overall, a really good fight. Here we go. No limits. They're stepping forward. They're looking for something. He does spot them out. Only two of them that are kind of looking to fight on the side of No Limits. They do see Ursa here. Libido. They're going to get surrounded and taken down to not have the same kind of mobility that Jean does. Able to run out of there. Just have a Blink Dagger. Don't see him though. Ardent Sarcasm, sneaking around. Gulking, if you will. Lemurs need to get the auras out. A really good fight in the mid lane. But I think going into this 21-minute mark, our team fight is going to need some auras. They're going to go for the Agnum Scepter on Underlord. Bad for control. Bean wants to fight. Bean is ready to fight. There he goes in, puts the bug on a bunch of them. Gets a kill onto the Warlock and the Wraith King. First health down, trying to TP out, but he's caught by the Atos. Good magic. Getting surrounded here. Putting out some damage, but Playmate gonna go down for a second time. It's 3 kills for the Lemurs. Well done on the part of the Lemurs to position themselves for that fight. Catching No Limits unawares. 3 down? 3 down. Down. Gold saved up. Next item. What do we think? What are we thinking here? EKB? Damage coming out of Weaver. I think you want the BKB though. I think they just have enough of lockdown and damage coming out of Snap and Underlord that you're going to want that BKB. Looks like, oh, I did not see them rushing, but there you go. Weaver's picking up the Aegis on to the Weaver. Ooh, XP contest. You know what? Wraith King said I died to that once, not a second time. Cool effect, by the way. The blue frog giving the blue Mortimer's kisses. Very cool. That's your hats working for you in the game. Bit of pizzazz to demoralize your enemy. We're gonna have a Glimmer Cape on Abaddon. Good to see. Working on Pipe? Not Pipe, Mech. Guessing this is gonna be a mech. Guessing it's gonna be a mech. Also a Glimmer Cape onto Warlock. This is a... What's this? What is this? Is this a Orchid? I think they want to do the Tormentor. Word on a number of these heroes will be good. Gonna go to Vlad, who almost died there. Sliver of health. Looks like the Lemurs are gonna take out first tier 2 in the mid lane while that's happening. Magnum Scepter completed on Divine Phoenix. That's gonna be an extra Pit of Malice on the ultimate. And the Lemur Legion not gonna slow down at all. They say they want this tower. They have the taste of one tier 2. They want immediately another tier 2 right after. Limit's just gonna chill. Gonna work up some of these items. I'm not a fan of the Orchid. More attack speed, great. Hold on. I'm jumping ahead. Okay, against Quap, it's good. Against Weaver, it's good. I think the thinking is that you want to trap these two squishy heroes and you want to take them down quickly. If you take down Quap and Weaver, The rest of this team isn't much of a threat. No offense to them, but it's just not the way their heroes work. Oh, look at this. They're getting caught out by that Agnum Scepter. That's some value purchase right there. It looks like they're going to be able to take Ursa down and maybe this last tier too if they can get some creeps. I think you boys are going to need some creeps. I mean, it is going down slowly. Eventually. Offside, offside. For those of you who don't know what a conventional sport rule is, offside is. I don't know what I'm saying there. I don't watch sports. I don't pretend that I do. And explain to everybody what's an offside. There's offside in basketball, right? Pretty sure there's offside in basketball.
Is destroyed.
Basketball, they just keep running back and forth. Like, constantly back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's like they're doing the beep test.
Radiant's middle tower is
Basketball players are just doing the beep test all the time. There happens to be a ball bouncing between them, but they're mostly just doing the beep test. Offside. Alright, mechanism on the Snapfire. Aegis going to be expiring on Weaver. I mean, they certainly made their use of this Aegis. Ooh, we got an ultimate coming down to catch Wraith King here for the first life. He just goes through the portal. The madman. He's like, I'm going to die on my own terms. I mean, hold on, this is like... Honestly? What a genius. That was a cool move, honestly. I mean, it brought him closer to his team. Like, props to Slaymate for that decision there. Instead of being like, damn, I'm just dead here, he's like, you know what? There's something to be done here. He walks himself through the portal. He dies on the other side. Which honestly was the play, right? Like, you bring yourself closer to your teammates, maybe something will come of it. I like to see good plays like that. I mean, but he was offside, right? That's why Wraith King got caught, because he was offside. Right? That's what offside means? I know what offside means. I'm old enough in my life to know what offside means. Sometimes you lose mid-bad, it just happens, and when that happens, you get relegated to support. It's true. Sometimes it happens. Wait, is that what offside means? Right. Going for an AC on Slaymate. It's too greedy, my friend. It's too greedy. It's an aura, and it's good, and your teammate loves it. But, I mean, you guys are on your back feet at the moment. You don't have your ultimate. Oh no, Wraith King getting punished for stepping out. It looks like the Lemurs have effectively just contained NoLimitz. Except for... Yeah, this is a smart pause 1 right here. Good pause 1 will not be contained. After playing offside, taking the camps on the other side of the map. There's no offside in basketball? Okay, that's my bad. I just guessed, honestly. I knew there's offside in hockey. I know there's offside in soccer. I mean, American football, who knows what's going on there? Bunch of guys in giant helmets running into each other. Looks like they got the kill on the Weaver there. Good magic. Nice massive amount of damage. That was what I was talking about earlier. Didn't even get his BKB off. That burst damage that you need onto the Weaver to surprise him. NoLimitz now stepping out to get some more blood here. Lemurs having to run back. And unfortunately, Underlord are going to be taken down as well. They're looking for more. Blink is up and, well, now, going to jump on top of Levito, using the Greaves there to take off the slow. Able to jump away. They're now looking for that Zaddy. Gonna be able to get more, but Levito punching right back with the ultimate. Gonna get a few kisses, but not enough to take him down. Now what? So this is like basketball. Run down one way, are they gonna run back the other way? They're gonna have to. Queen of Pain does have a DD. Looking. He's looking. I'm not sure Hector saw there. Ooh! Catches him right on the edge there. Ultimate gonna keep him safe for a few seconds. But ultimately goes down. Nice advance there by Zaddy to just try and get something there. Kill on the Ursa is huge at this point. In hockey, there's a blue line. You can't go over before the puck. Yep. In soccer, it's past the deepest defender. Yep. When the pass is kicked. In American football, it's when you line up in the wrong place on the opponent's side of the line. Does that happen? Do people just not know where to stand in football? I mean, of course. That's, everyone like is wearing different things. You can't tell who's who in their big giant helmets. Probably happens. I know, like you do it like 150 times, you're gonna just like mess it up somewhere. Absolutely. I would be that guy, honestly. I would be that guy holding up the game. Looks like they got a catch here onto Undying. They did manage to take the tower in the mid lane. Lemurs applying that pressure. Desolator doing work. Here comes the return defense. Ultimate goes out. Gonna be able to take down the Weaver. Magic going in for some more damage. Is he gonna be able to get out? He gets out. Oh, does have the Astral to stop that TP. And Abaddon. Yeah, his borrowed time is up already. Abaddon's time was up. Looks like someone borrowed his time.
Radiant's top tower is being attacked.
Trying some things. NoLimitz gets their racks taken down. Now punching right back. Gonna try to take their first tier 2 here. Underlord is back up to defend this high ground. Only a 1k difference now. This is anybody's game. Blink in on the Wraith King. Onto Divine Phoenix. Does have the extra life. Gonna get things started. Is in deep now. Taking the space so that the rest of his team can hit that tower. Get walked out. NoLimitz. Gonna have to decide here if they still want to press the issue. No rock. Just start jumping in onto the Weaver, taking a lot of damage, but is saved back. Hector gonna have to make some space backwards. I think NoLimitz just want to walk it back here. This is starting to look a bit like basketball. Is there offside in baseball? No. In the ocean, Vlad. It's taken down. Kid Magic. Getting helped by the Ursa. Zaddy gets taken down. Super low on Ursa and OD also go down. Buyback immediately on. Going through the portal again. Slaymate. I think he just likes the water slide. Did you know that Underlord's ultimate's actually a water slide in a different dimension? Alright, 3 down on the side of NoLimitz. Not what you want to see. Maybe stayed a little bit too long there. mean, it was a good initial high ground push, but I mean, they were not winning fights up until that point. Needed to kind of back up sooner there. Lock up in 7 seconds. See if NoLimitz can mount a second defense here. They're likely going to lose one more rack. Unless they could do something here.
Dire's bottom tower is being tested. Dire's bottom tower is in crisis.
Ursa still not up for 10 seconds. And Lemurs, decision to go back. For the most part. Agent Sarcasm does have the borrowed time. Giving himself some time, but is gonna go down. Oh, Invis, I spoke too soon. Let's go down. Mind Phoenix trying to help. Honestly, though, don't feel guilty. He stayed just a little bit too long. And we do have Roshan getting spot out by Zaddy here. They did ping it, though. NoLimitz know that this is happening. They're smoked up, ready to return it here. They now see it. Team fight happening. Levito in a bad spot. Gets taken down. Blink out by Zaddy. They're going to fight it out in the Roche pit here. Big Dad Energy in there. Not getting punched by Roshan. Most of Lemurs gets taken down. Bit of a ambitious Roche there. I think they expected the Lemurs or the NoLimitz to react so quickly. Good job on NoLimitz to just not skip a beat. Immediately go on to that Roche pit. This is my last one. I can't do more after this. I'm rubbing my eyeballs constantly. Staring at screen all day.
Dire's top tower is under siege.
What a game 2 so far. This is like down to the wire. Both teams showing that they've got teeth. They want a chunk of the other team's base. Out goes the Mortimer Kisses to do some initial damage. Slaymate getting low. Walking forward to get that slow onto the rest of the team. In goes the rest of NoLimitz catching. But there's a lot of heals there. Walk not really getting low at all. See this Underlord pits at work, the massive size of them. Limit's getting caught out. There is still an Aegis on OD to walk his way back to a better position, but Weaver goes out, gets the Vision, almost had the blink there, but not quite. Might be able to walk this out. G now switching his attention to Warlock, who goes down.
I was meant to have this.
Down goes Slaymate as well. Kid Magic. Gene doesn't know about him. Magic couldn't be able to just walk out of that. As the Aegis, position 1s and 2 made it out of there. I mean, you see this Pit of Malice? Both of them, when they're out with Gleipnir, is just like taking up the entire screen. One standing in that is getting stunned every 3.6 seconds. Or 1.8 seconds. Or not stunned, leashed. Rooted. Underlord Ags, best Ags in game. Yes, I'm definitely like, I used to rate the Underlord Ags really lowly, but no, I definitely agree. It has a lot of applicable uses. The minimum cast range on it's kind of funny. There was a point there where Divine Phoenix was running away 15 skate to use, but like you can't cast it right next to yourself. I think it has to be like 900 somethings away. It says it's somewhere in here. 1500 away. I like Underlord mid. I think Underlord handles mid well. And he does Yeah, I mean, Underlord mid, I think the hero has the kit to play the mid role well. Does not kind of have the same massive damage output that some other mids might have. He offers different things. Sergeant Sarcasm. Getting caught here. Borrowed time is not going to save him. He gets stunned. Oh, he goes invis. They don't have detection for him. Now they do. Getting pulled out maybe, but Ursa's going to finish him off. Kid Magic jumping forward to punish Levito for trying to help his friend. Ghost Scepter goes out. They're killed down. Big Dad Energy gets taken down by the Weaver. Lemurs are going to have to walk it back here. This game is feeling like basketball, I'm telling you. Back and forth, back and forth. I mean, looks like the graph is slowly, like, putting on the side of the Lemurs. Since the 20-minute mark, and I can definitely see it, but NoLimitz is not out of this game yet. Spare has teeth. OD has whatever OD has. Astral, outworldly things. They're looking. Oh, they see him. They get the silence on him. That's it. Weaver. Vision. Who put that vision down? Who put this vision down? Vlad? I see you, buddy. I see you seeing them. Right, that was Aegis down? An Aegis down. Playmate, gonna put some damage out. Oh, Ursa going straight in onto Levito there. Both Scepters out to stop him. Ursa gonna have to run it back here. Very scary jumps. Oh, pulled in. Slaymate has the extra life. But he's kind of committed here on this high ground. Oh, blinks out. I take it back. Now, NoLimitz. Do we have the rock here? Stepping forward, showing that he's got the power. I mean, that pit, like, look at that pit, man. Like, if Underlord does nothing else, he makes the enemy's attempt at high ground an absolute nightmare. Like, BKBs are a must against this hero. And, like, his damage scales pretty well. Like, 3% HP health burn. If this was just a flat magic damage like it used to be, kind of underwhelming. But, like, since they gave it max HP burn, to answer your question, yes, Underlord mid, great hero. Highly recommend. You take it in a few ways too, like harpoon on the hero, with like you get some damage. Look at that, that's 400, near 500 damage. Right click. Joke. Oop. Getting this the portal onto Slaymate. Does not have his ultimate. Careful. TPing. Oh, Vlad. You sly dog. Good job. That is what you needed. NoLimitz. Needs this ult for the high ground defense. Ocean able to just slip out of there.
Dire's top tower is under siege. Dire's top tower.
Oh, able to take down the last tier 3 and the rack here.
Dire's top barracks is
NoLimitz, you only have one building left. Here comes the defense. Damage going out onto Divine Phoenix, but that's just tanky. Or is just too tanky at this point. Even OD's damage is not looking like it's enough for him. Let's have the BKB now. I was eyeballing his inventory. I was not seeing a BKB. Kid Magic now has the BKB. This is gonna help. BKB on the Weaver as well. Does not want to get caught in the last few times that he has been caught. The weakness of this hero is the squishiness. Does have like 3k health, but you're able to burst him before he's able to react. Like, that's kind of it. That's kind of it. It's that's kind of it. That's what you do to a Weaver. Now Lemurs are just gonna have to run it back. Their big damage dealer is down. It's high ground defense for them. Ooh. Gotta get out of there. Underlord. 4k health. Massive damage reduction. Did get the level 25 or 24 for even more damage reduction. Balanced Levito. Gonna be able to run out of this. In goes the bear. Zaddy. Blade Mail is out fighting. Blinks out. That's the play with the Quap. Goes the Mortimer Kisses to ward off this assault. Divine Phoenix in the front now with the Pit of Malice out. Can take a huge amount of damage. And the NoLimitz gonna take down that Brack. And goes the Astral to set up a kill here. Out goes the Root. Zaddy able to blink out of there. Bit of a back and forth. Bit of a back and forth. Running down the basketball court.
Dire's middle tower taking.
Franklin, good one. Thanks for tuning in. I mean, both teams not making it easy for the others. I mean, I know Gene is feeling it right now. Like, it does have the potential on this hero, but just needs to be able to survive that initial jump. They are going to go for this Roche. Is it going to roar? Devotion. I don't think it's going to roar. I think this is the first time the Lemurs are taking it. Yeah. Huge Roche pickup at the 47-minute mark.
No tears. Farewell, sweet angel.
NoLimitz down to one building for their racks. Has the tools to defend. Agnum Scepter on the Warlock. Working towards that refresher. I mean, that's a tough call. Do you save for buyback? You probably go the refresher. These are one of those cases where the refresher might have higher value than the buyback. But they're going to run out here. They're going to try to catch people. Down goes the Snapfire. Out goes the Rock. Gene in there fighting. Has the BKB out. Look at the heal on that hero. Able to time-lapse. Running through. Goes down with the Aegis. One. But that is NoLimitz surrounding them. There goes the Scream and the Pit of Malice to control the situation. Goes the Mortimer Kisses. Refresher. Down goes Zaddy. Divine Phoenix now taking a brunt of the damage. Down goes OD though. He got low. Wait, there was a buyback there on Gene? Oh no, Gene was back in the fight though. He had Aegis. He got out. And this fight's still going on now. Quap is down. Buyback on the OD. Down goes the Warlock. He already put out his ult. Weaver getting stunned out here. That's gonna be enough to save him. Time-lapsed out. He's back to full health, and now Hector's the one that's in trouble. Gonna get the bugs off of him, but now it's the Lemurs that surround him. And the Lemurs are eating bear for dinner. It's something you see every day. Lemurs swarming their prey. What a fight. That was going 1,500 damage, or sorry, 15,000 damage done. Is that numbers? That is numbers. Well, look, Quap did 0. Everyone else did maximum damage. And equal amounts damage. There's something wrong with these numbers. Why are all these numbers exactly the same? Wait, this is XP change. I'm tired. I need to go to bed. I'm not reading things right. But what a fight. What a fight. That was going one way. That was, I mean, honestly, NoLimitz. The choice to go out there and get to the catch there was a bold move. I mean, I think it worked out for them, kind of. They got the Aegis down.
Worthy tribute.
I mean, that might have been the fight that they wanted. There was a buyback on the OD. But overall, I mean, they still have their rack. Bold move. Bold move. I think it kind of paid off. Even though they kind of lost that fight, I think it put the game into a position they wanted it to be in. Chaotic Offering is back up. They need that refresher on Vlad. That, I think, is going to be their turning point for these fights. Double Rock. Fatal Bombs. They just need a little bit more damage.
Double damage.
They're going to set up here. Zaddy, DD. They're still looking. These guys are looking. They don't care about their high ground. Down goes Tombstone. Teammate gonna go straight onto the Weaver, but does not have the teeth to face up against him. Gonna have to run it back. Down's gonna go the ult. Lots of damage coming out. Bunch of things happening. Gene gets the stunned. Oh, that's unfortunate. Daddy now getting gone on, able to blink out of there. The Lizard not going to be as fortunate. Lemurs are just going to have to run this back. That was 3 Lemurs, 4 Lemurs down now. They have buybacks. Yes, 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 yes. Lemurs still have the buybacks. There is a fight to be had here. This is not over yet. Hey, what are you doing?
Radiant's middle tower is taking.
Wait, Zaddy is on this team. I thought he was approaching. Never mind, I'm tripping. Oh, out goes the buybacks. They're in deep now, though. Kid Magic also in deep. Gonna go down. Gonna try to get some damage out before he dies, but both Ursa and OD didn't respect the buybacks. A little bit too deep. The Pit of Malice just caught them out. Buybacks are able to just take them down nice and cleanly. I mean, that was... I mean, you know they're biting their tongues there. Biting their lips. You know that fake... Okay, you know the Michael Scott meme where he, like, did something bad and he, like, bites his own lip or something because something bad just happened? That's the face they're making right now. And that's the last rack down. No limits. No buyback on their 2 big cores. I mean, now it's just left no rock. It's left to these heroes. I don't want to call GG, but I mean, what is NoLimitz going to do here? Teammate going in, getting the stun onto the Weaver, but I mean, there's just nothing really there. A second life. It's just going to be another life to die. Weaver pumping out the damage. Still has BKB. 40 seconds still on the other 2 heroes. Fighting is on the wall. This is a win for the Lemurs. Wow, wow, wee, wow. And they take it home. I mean, it was a lot of back and forth there. It was a lot of back and forth. Where was it? What are these? These are buildings being taken out. Like 40-minute mark and on? A bit longer than that. Probably was longer than that. This was... the Roche. I don't know. There was like a good, at least maybe 15 to 20 minutes there of just both teams running it back and forth onto the high ground. And not even in that sort of like, I mean, you know, like low MMR games, it's like running back and forth. That was not this. This was like both teams had the ability to win team fights. It was just how they were playing out. Buybacks there From the Lemurs, I mean, NoLimitz just didn't. I mean, 53 minutes in on game two. I mean, your mind has been doing a lot of work for the last 2 hours, and just not respecting the buybacks there. Just maybe not thinking about it, going in a little too deep. I mean, that's all it takes is to lose the game at that stage in the game. I mean, well played on both teams. That's a 1-1. Lemurs take one victory and NoLimitz take the first game. I mean, this game was like down to the wire. Game one, like the draft, I think was not in Lemurs' favor. NoLimitz able to apply that early pressure and punish their draft. But you see, like Lemurs brought the game here. I think I have to give MVP to the Underlord. I mean, Gene did amazing work on this Weaver. Had kind of a stall moment in sort of that mid game there, mid late game there of getting caught out a few times, and it's the weakness of the hero, right? NoLimitz has the ability to just get on top of them with the Ursa, quickly take them down. Abyssal Blade, damage from OD, an additional stun from Slaymate. I mean, this is the kind of tricky part about Weaver is like it's always on a razor's edge to be able to survive and be able to get your damage out. But I mean, overall, it worked for them. 17 kills. But I mean, I have to give it to the pit of malices, man. Like we're doing so much work for them. I think NoLimitz was just feeling under the pressure of just getting rooted constantly. Despite having BKBs, the OD BKB came out, I would say, a little late. Usually around this part in the build is where I'm thinking BKB. Supposed to go Orc instead. And I mean, you know, I'm not gonna argue it. Orchid of Malevolence obviously did a lot of work into catching the Weaver. Weaver didn't really have a dispel. Did have the BKB, I guess, shortly after. But I mean, the Orchid definitely did some good work in catching not just the Weaver, but no real dispel on the Quap. It was definitely good value there. All right, Wraith King. Let's talk about the Wraith King. The blink was a good shift. Like, as a pause 3, you kind of just have to... I mean, there's different ways of playing, right? You can put a late game farming hero into the off lane, but Ursa going Battle Fury, I mean, what was really saving NoLimitz in this early game was OD's just massive being OD. Gave them the kind of enough space. I mean, definitely the support's doing a lot of work in early game, obviously. I mean, the Assault Cures, once it's up, it's paying for itself. You definitely need a lot of armor against this Weaver, but even at that point, though, this late in the game, Daedalus Desolator, that's a lot of damage. What are we talking about in terms of damage here? 64k. A lot of damage. A lot of physical damage. Yeah, great game. A lot of fun to cast. Good job, both teams. 1-1, like to see it. A lot of 1-1s coming out in these matchups. Both teams showing that they got teeth. All right, that's it for me. More games to be cast coming out. We're moving into week 5. I think this game was early, if I'm not mistaken. These guys went ahead. I mean, we're still technically in week 5, but I think this was a week 6 game. I could be wrong. I don't know what I'm saying at this point.